Hello and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. Today we have Jules here with us all the way from Isle of Man, and also Jules is a wellness coach and owns 3 different businesses. So Jules, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Hello, everybody, and thank you so much, Tony, for having me on today. My name's Jules. I am a mindset and wellness coach, as Tony just mentioned, but my journey kind of exploded. So I'm also a sports massage therapist, which led to one of my businesses that I co-own. And I co-own this lovely studio right here, which is called FlyFit here on the Isle of Man. It's the only aerial sports studio on the island. And we offer things like pole fitness, trapeze, aerial slings, aerial silks, yoga-ish. I'm also a yoga instructor and a fitness instructor, which is how I started. And then my baby is mental wealth, which is that's sort of like where my heart lies. And that is the mindset coaching that I do. And I also have the podcast Mental Wealth with Jules Holt.
Wow, fantastic. I mean, it seems like you're very, very busy as well, which is always great to be. And managing 3 businesses. And how did you actually end up in this line of business?
It's all been quite random. I'm very much a believer in the universe and that things can happen for us. And it's just been a sequence of events. It feels like I've been on this long journey with twists and turns. So I actually started off as a personal trainer way back when and did a degree because I wanted to be able to run my business better. So my degree is actually in business management. And then I fell into international banking, which if anyone is listening from the Isle of Man, they know that there is a huge banking industry over here. Fast forward 5 years, it was originally supposed to be a secondment because I was planning to move to Dubai at the time with my then partner. Stayed, and I just was really unhappy. And I think the values and the culture in the place that I was working was not aligned to who I was. And I'm actually really grateful for what happened. I got really poorly. I had adrenal fatigue. I was really stressed out. And I discovered mindfulness. And I had a literal iceberg moment, which I told you about during our conversations, where I was on holiday in Alaska. My dad was retiring and he treated myself and my partner at the time to this beautiful cruise. And we're in the national park, Glacier Bay, and all you can see are these beautiful, stunning icebergs. And I still remember it so vividly. I was really upset about the company I was working for. I was upset about how I was being treated. I didn't want to go back to work, but I knew I had to. I was pushing myself to prove that I could go back. And I just remember standing there and I saw this eagle soaring overhead. And I looked down and I saw these 2 otters. And I just heard this iceberg cracking. And I don't know, Tony, have you ever heard the sound of an iceberg cracking and how it reverberates?
Just on Discovery Channel, not in live.
I definitely recommend it. It was one of the best holidays I've been on. And I just remember thinking, I wonder how many companies there are registered in London. And I looked it up and there were thousands. And I thought, here I am crying over this company and over these people and how they were treating me and this situation. And I just thought, I don't want to do this anymore. So I flew home and I handed my notice in. And I had no plan and I didn't know what I was going to do, but I'd always wanted to be a sports massage therapist. And the only reason I didn't do it was because of an injury. So I threw caution to the wind. I remember a family member was very mad at me for having no plan and for spending my house deposit. And I became a sports massage therapist. From there, it grew. So I ended up working for this amazing yoga studio in London, and I was their assistant manager, and I was doing sports massage therapy. I was teaching classes. I was helping run these mini retreats that we did there. So I feel like I got so much on-hand experience working for, it's called the Lodge.Space, and it's unfortunately closed now. But that was just a beautiful experience. All the while, I had my own business called Hobbs Holistic Health, which was just ticking along as a hobby. So it was like my brand name, and then COVID hit. So I moved home with what I felt like was my tail between my legs. I felt a bit like a failure, but I was given the most amazing opportunity to teach for something called the Community Online Academy, which is owned by Perks at Work. And 6 years on, I still work for them. Every Thursday, I teach free online mindfulness classes that anyone can access. And then that grew, and I was asked to coach people, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure, why not? And then the coaching grew. And then a few years in, I was asked if I wanted to set up what is called Elite Therapy on the Isle of Man. And I've got that with a business partner. And that is a suite of therapy rooms where myself and my team all operate from. So it means that I've got a team behind me. So when I am full, which is most of the time, I can actually say to my clients, okay, I'm going to put you in with this person, or I'm going to put you in with that person. So even though they're three separate businesses, they all really complement one another. Then the final cherry is this place, which I think I was just in the right place at the right time. I knew a girl who owned it, and she asked me for advice about how I'd set up my other two businesses. And she came to me and said, hey, I want to sell my company. And I just said, yeah, sure, I'll help you. And I never, ever thought I would be one of the people buying it. I took the business plan to my friend who had literally ran away with the circus. So Debs is our main girl here. She is amazing. She is our studio manager. She does all the day-to-day stuff so that I can focus on behind the scenes and I can run the three businesses because I could not do this by myself. And she said, okay, yeah, I'll buy it if you do it with me.
Wow, wow, fantastic. I mean, great story, and also, yeah, it's amazing how you believe in universe, and then universe is working in such a way that it's showing you these paths and
Yeah.
just taking you from one thing to another. And also, it's unusual that people have like three different businesses that are sort of either interconnected or complementary to each other.
Yeah.
So that's great. Now, what do you like? What inspires you about what you do?
I think I did a lot of work on who I am. And a lot of it is inspired by my dad, who unfortunately he had a really serious accident in 2022 where he fell down the stairs and he's now paralyzed from the neck down. He had spent his whole life helping people. He is just the most incredible person. He's just got the most beautiful spirit. And he just was always my cheerleader. And even though he can't be my cheerleader now, I can be that for myself and others. And I think he just taught me that people are amazing and they've become my purpose and they're my passion. And I just want to help people, be it I'm helping them to be pain free in having sports therapy, or I'm helping them to find a hobby that they love that helps them to be healthy, or I'm helping them to get closer to their goals. So I very much focus on goals and accepting who you are and being okay with being a perfectly imperfect person. So I think a lot of it all leads back to the same thing, which is that people are my purpose and
Yeah.
that you only get one life. So you may as well live it.
Definitely, definitely. And what's the typical transformation people can expect once they work with you?
Believing in themselves. I'm not a hard coach. Every coach is different. We were talking about yourself and how you coached and your journey as well. And I think people buy people. And for me, I love to be the cheerleader. I love to help people to reflect. I use a lot of mindfulness, a lot of reflection. I've done some training in ACT, which is acceptance commitment therapy, although I do use it as a coach. The reason I use it as a coach as well is because when you have counseling and things, you're reflecting on the past. I want to look at your future. And I often describe myself to them as I'm your cheerleader, your coach, your parents in the stands, all rolled into one, there to help you to take those steps forwards towards the life you want. Because our brains, they are going to try and hold us back because there's no growth in comfort. So it's almost like whenever you have a big goal to get towards, you need that support system, you need the accountability, and you need someone there helping you to create that plan of action to move forwards to achieve the life you want.
Totally, totally. Yeah. And speaking about achievement, so what is your goal for your businesses for the next 12 months?
There's too many. I actually set my goals every summer, and I was hoping, because it's the solstice on Sunday, I was hoping I'd have them all written up ready for the next year for you. But I'll just talk you through what we've been working on this year so far. It has actually taken us a little bit longer. So the main goals for me is Elite Therapy has got some small goals and it ticks over because it doesn't have a huge amount of growth. It's a community that serves, yeah, it serves the community. So there's all these different therapists coming together, working as a team. Here, we have nearly doubled our turnover. I was checking the numbers. So in less than 2 years, we've nearly doubled. We have all these children's classes, we have these amazing events, and a lot of that is down to Deb's hard work as my co-business partner. She's just incredible. And we want to grow this place and we want to expand. So that's one, which is more businessy. But my baby, which is mental wealth, and that's like, the why and where my heart is we've been doing a lot of work. So we're in the middle of building a website, an online shop. The Patreon community has rapidly grown. There's a lot more engagement, but I'd like to see more. The podcast itself has been growing rapidly, and there has been over nearly 6,500 unique listens. So that has been incredible to see. So I want to really start transforming that into a real community. So we have programs like Achieve Your Dreams, Discover You. We're doing quarterly book clubs. And a lot of it is about now growing this community into something that is sustainable, that can then pay for itself, rather than me heavily reinvesting in it. So I'm really excited for the next 12 months for all that mental wealth can provide and the content that we can bring. I mean, at the minute, my office is a building site, as I was saying to you. So once my new office has been built, I'm going to be doing some YouTube videos from there as well. And I just really want to bring this amazing content that anyone can access, but then also that next tier up in the form of Patreon memberships, which is as little as £3 per month, where a community are coming together and they're almost crowdfunding this to help other people. So in helping themselves by coming along, by listening to the podcast, by attending the programs, by coming along to the amazing quarterly book clubs that we have, they're then helping others to grow as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. And if people want to actually get in touch with you, Jules, learn more about you, connect to you, or learn more about your podcast, how they can do that?
I'd probably recommend Patreon. I didn't think about this. I'd probably recommend listen to the podcast, which is Mental Wealth with Jules Hobbs. So you can get that on Spotify, it's Acast, it's on Patreon for free with no ads. It's on Substack as well for free. I'm on a lot of different platforms. So I'm over on Instagram, I'm on TikTok. But then I would say the main one is to head on over to Patreon. I'm on there as Jules Hobbs. And just come along. You can sign up for free. 90% of the content is free. So even as a free member, you can download a cool app for Patreon as well. You get all the updates, you get the invites to the free classes. And as I mentioned, I am also on the Community Online Academy, which is free online classes for anyone every single Thursday live. And they have their own backlog of thousands of classes as well. So that's a really great resource. Even if you don't watch mine, it's a great resource for anyone.
Wonderful. Jules, thank you so much for being a guest today. I really enjoyed this episode. Anyone watching us, if you want to check out the links for Jules, you can actually check that in the description of this episode. And on top of that, if you have any questions for Jules or me, you can ask them in the comments and we'll be more than happy to answer them. And then, as well, if you like this episode, drop us a like, subscribe, and Jules, thank you so much for being guest today, sharing your story. It was amazing.
Thank you so much. And thank you for your podcast. It's amazing. So yes, everyone should like it.
Thank you. All the best. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.